Yeah, so let's talk about this camera for content creators.
Okay.
So content creators are creating videos. They are live streaming often, so that's why this camera is so great. But let's focus on just the creating of the videos side of the world.
Okay. So you're saying taking a video from the stream, like capturing the video.
Or
But you
even
don't need
recording.
Yeah, like you don't need the capture card. That part of the conversation that we had?
Yeah. So
Okay,
so essentially, you can record short videos, long videos. You can record them in 16:9, but as we were showing with your video a moment there, Lindsay, you can also record in 9:16. And I think as a modern content creator,
Yeah.
whether you're recording, just to an HDMI recorder, in fact, the fact that it has HDMI, we were talking about earlier, you can plug HDMI into a big monitor so people can see what they're recording, especially if you're doing a TikTok dance or something.
Yeah, and there's like multiple people dancing and you want to be able to see yourself on a screen or like a confidence monitor, or it'll act as your, a mirror, because normally in dance studios you have a mirror. Yeah, I thought that was a really good idea to plug it into a monitor, and then you could see your actual portrait mode of yourself.
Yep.
For your TikToks or Reels or whatever you're using your portrait videos for.
Instead of a tiny little phone screen.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And there's so much flexibility with this camera. I think as a content creator, you can really grow with a camera like this because it's like, okay, well, I'll just use USB in the beginning. I just want to plug it into my computer and record videos with OBS. But then you might say, this NDI thing is kind of interesting. How does that work? Does that give me more flexibility when I start using OBS or vmix and I start growing and learning how to do more live streaming? And then the HDMI, I think, will come into play, whether it's, as we said, about the large monitor, or maybe they decide to get an 810 mini or a video switcher, because I think a lot of content creators are learning that it's actually a really great way to capture content is to just do everything live, just like we are. And we're recording this whole, Mike, make sure you're recording. We're recording this whole live stream, and at the end of the live stream, we'll turn that into like 10 videos. So I think a lot of, Joe Rogan does that. I mean, I feel like everybody is doing that now, right?
Yeah. Most podcasters are doing it. Yeah.
Because it's just such an effective use of your time. It's like, okay, have a conversation about something for an hour, take the gems and the nuggets in the post-production and turn that into multiple pieces of content.
It's a good way to attract people to watch more of your content, to want to take in the full piece, just getting that little nugget, as you said, from some of those like key points.
And the 9:16 content, right? The vertical video content is becoming more popular. And to have, even if you're, I've seen actually people say, all right, well, we're going to set up one set of cameras for the normal 16:9 live stream, but then set up a couple cameras separately for the 9:16. And so they've got that content, like really high quality, perfect 9:16 content, kind of like what we were seeing with what you just zoomed in on. Like imagine you really do have a nice podcast and you literally just set up a second system for really good 9:16 video.
Yeah. I was just thinking it's a good enough price for you to have one set up in vertical and then one of them set up in portrait.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about cutting the video itself that you took with your DSLR that probably is overheating if you're using that. We're trolling DSLRs today. Welcome to the show.